Nah. So it's the universe on blue team, right? Yeah.
Yeah, Universe on blue side up against no Senpai Desire fight on red side. Yeah.
Yep. Alright.
Okay, so bans. The first ban, Xerath. Okay, so Xerath mid lane, really good wave clear, really good poke.
Yeah, good for sieging.
Yeah, and same as
Oh,
Jinx.
no.
But Urgot,
I don't know.
I haven't really seen an Urgot for a while. Maybe they've been looking. Maybe Cotton Candy 999 has been playing a lot of Urgot, so that's why they chose to ban on that Urgot. Not quite sure why though.
I know. They might not have experience against their guy. Maybe.
Okay, so Jinx also getting banned out, and also Corki. So it looks like they're actually focusing that AD carry position with the Jinx and Corki, and they're gonna insta-lock that Lucian. So obviously AD carry going in for Cotton Candy 999. They're obviously prioritizing that pick for him.
Trying to get the aggressive laner while taking off the other aggressive laners, such as Jinx and Corki. We'll see what. Maybe even a Vayne will come out for purple team.
Yeah, with Karma, we don't know. So good when you pick champions like Karma or whatever those like support solo lane kind of people. You don't know if they're gonna put it into the support role, or you don't know if they're gonna want to put it into that solo lane role. So right now they have no idea. So Karma, we don't know. Blue side does not know that Karma is actually like Karma or whatever those what role she's gonna go into. Solo lane kind of people. You don't know if they're gonna put it into the support role, or you don't know if they're gonna want to put it.
As a second pick, so we're gonna see heavy focus on that early game ganking potential of Shaco.
Yeah, so with Shaco, yeah, obviously early game you have that deceive. You can just kind of run in there. He'll be invisible, and then he's gonna do a lot of damage. But also in the late game, he's gonna fall off like crazy because Shaco is more of the early game heavy ganker, and he will put lanes ahead. But in that late game, it's gonna be really hard for him if they go into the late game, say after 40 minutes, he's gonna be a little bit weak.
Yeah, his main option late game is only to split push afterwards.
Yes, and also we're gonna see out a Jarvan and a Fizz. Fizz really good in that mid lane, solo lane, as he is a really good assassin, really hard to lane against. So really good pickup from the Dingle Bell. Okay, so
Morgana, strong pick against.
Yeah, same thing with Morgana. If we see a Morgana, I would actually be. We're gonna probably see that Morgana in the support role and that Karma in a solo lane role, because Morgana right now is really strong in that support role, especially with that binding and that spell shield, and especially with the soul shackles. So if they actually get that, it'd be really good.
Yeah, definitely. So we also do. We're not sure where the Karma will still go at this point. But we know they've got the Shaco jungle for that early game pressure.
Okay, so with Jarvan versus Shaco,
yeah, Jarvan himself is also pretty good ganker early game, and he does not fall off like Shaco.
He does not. Especially you can just, even if he does, you can just build him tank, and he will soak up a lot of damage in that late game.
Yeah, his build paths are very versatile.
Okay, and we're gonna see an Ezreal come out. So Ezreal, we haven't been seeing that. It's not really being in style for the.
Yeah,
it hasn't been in style for a while.
Yeah, but with the Jinx Corki ban, that was probably one of his last options.
Yeah, there are other AD carries that are strong right now too. Well, Ezreal is strong, I guess, in a way because of his new buffs. His Mystic Shot is now 1 to 1.1 scaling on AD. So it is not 1 to 1 anymore.
They also reverted his passive nerfs.
Yeah, so it will be really interesting to see that Ezreal against the Lucian. Probably not going to come up with an Ashe. I don't see that unless they bring that.
You know, the Ashe mid, Fizz top.
Ashe mid. No, maybe it could be a solo lane Lucian.
Oh, that is a possibility as well. Let's see.
Okay, so oh man, it is going to be an Ashe solution. So it's going to be a double 80 carry. I would actually, I don't like Ashe solution. I don't know. This double 80 carry seems really weird.
Yeah. Plus, we're not sure where they're gonna go to in these
Yeah.
lanes.
Okay. Just something to note. Right now, not really a big deal, but both top laners actually do have Ignite on. They do not have teleport, so without a teleport, they're gonna be not able to really go to other lanes and roam and help them out in that situation.
Yeah. They're gonna be more focused on winning their lane and proceeding into the mid game.
Yeah. Okay. If they do pick up this Braum, it'd be a really good pickup. Braum on this team, it'd be you can match up those.
You know, yeah, you keep them slowed. You got the Karma for the speed boost, the Chain Slow, the Soul Shackles from Morgana. And it does look like they are gonna pick the Braum.
Okay, so very, very, very interesting pickups for both these teams. They're gonna have these double AP. So the only 80 damage on this team is Ezreal, and then again, Ezreal has a lot of AP damage. So if the enemy team builds that magic resist, they are going to. It's gonna be really hard for no Senpai this is our fight to counteract that unless they all build that Void Staff for the magic penetration.
Unless the Shackle does, however, get a lot of kills early game, and then it will be hard for them to build full MR.
Yeah, okay, let's look at the other side. So it's gonna be Lucian in the top lane. Really interesting. I've never seen a Lucian in the top lane. Lucian against the Karma. What are we gonna expect for that one?
Yeah, that's a tough one because I could see going Lucian for that range against another ranged champion, but you also do have the Ashe who's weak in the bot lane. So against Ezreal, you might want to put the Lucian in the bot lane to bully that Ezreal hard.
But then again, Ashe in the top lane against the Karma would probably lose because Ashe's early game is so weak.
Yeah, precisely. So
Because for Ashe, you gotta bring it into that late game.
you do want to get the late game where you got the arrow that will really just get picks off amazingly well. Because you have the frost shot slow.
Yeah,
and
the
long.
slow and that volley. When you max that volley, the cooldown is actually not that long. So it's only about like 4. It's like a 4-second cooldown.
Yeah,
So that volley, you can just shoot that volley a lot, and the scaling is, I believe, 1-to-1. Is it?
Correct.
Okay, so yeah, it's gonna be that Ashe if they bring it into late game. It will be deadly, but then again, they don't have the tank or the. They don't have a. The only tank they really have is that Jarvan, so they really have to focus on Jarvan. But then again, they have that Lulu's Wild Growth, and with the Lulu Wild Growth, they're going to be able to build tanks, so they can put it onto any one of those team members, and that they will be that tank, with, especially with that Wild Growth.
Yeah, for sure. They really need to focus on getting all their damage in the J4 ulti because most of blue team right now is all single target damage.
Okay, yeah, and also to look, let's look at the mid game aspect of both the teams. So right now, who do you think would let's say they like both early games go into the even. Early game is even, farming whatsoever. It's pretty even. Mid game, who gets it?
Mid game, if it goes even, I would definitely have to give it to blue team. As Shaco does not want to go for an even mid early game.
Yeah, for sure. Shaco, you really gotta push for that early game because Shaco, if you bring into that mid game and you're still even, you're gonna be so useless. But with the early game ganks, with that deceive, he's gonna go in there. He's gonna punish you really hard. Okay, so we have another minute on that delay remaining, and we'll be right back after this 1 minute. Okay, I can't find it for you right now, Gladstone, so let's just unmute. Oh, okay.
Oh, and pause. Guess someone didn't connect.
Alright, but we are on to the Rift right now.
With a pause.
Okay, so on the blue side, it is going to be the Universe against the red side, which is no Senpai. This is our fight, so this is going to be a really interesting game. Like we were talking about, really interesting picks. Lucian in that top lane against the Karma, so very, very different. We're going to have to see how they can play this one out.
Yeah. And already we can see, even during the pause, that Shaco has picked up a scrying orb. So, we'll see what he's gonna do with that one.
Okay, so also, let's just look at the mid lane also. Morgana against Fizz. I'm gonna expect really Fizz to bully out that Morgana.
Yeah, especially in the early levels, Fizz has a really great way of dodging that snare.
Yes, for sure. Fizz can just use that playful trickster, dodge that snare, go into it, and then just really put out a lot of damage onto that Morgana. It's gonna be really interesting to see this one though. Okay, so we're gonna look at it. Looks like blue side is just gonna walk into their red buff, and they're just probably gonna do a very no invades, no really ward's gonna come down, except for Lucian at that top side gonna ward out that river. Is he going to be? No, he does not ward out that river, but looks very sloppy for that blue side though, because red side actually is very grouped, while blue side is just sloppily kind of putting everyone out there.
Yeah, like Karma also does not have her trinket right now.
Oh, okay, so
In their town.
that is a backfit. But also to note, Jarvan does have that sweeper, so if they do have wards in, they know that they warded, Jarvan can sweep it out, and it'd be really good for vision control. But right now, blue side, I mean, red side is standing on that blue ward, so they know that they are right there. We're gonna see if they're gonna counteract this one. Shaco is just on the top side, so if they do fight, it is gonna be a 4v3.
Yeah, and it does not look like that blue team wants to disrupt that Shaco's boxes, because it will really set him behind if you disrupt Shaco's boxes, forcing him to get a decent leash if he wants to clear quickly.
Yeah, okay, so Shaco's not gonna get a leash, as we can see. Looks like, yeah, so just, I wonder, it would be really interesting. What if Ezreal and Braum and Morgana just got that blue buff? I don't know, but, okay, so standard starts coming out for both of them. They're just gonna opt up for that red buff and red buff, so both sides are just gonna go for a red buff, but Shaco does not need a leash, so if red side bot lane can push out that lane, maybe she can, Ash and Lulu can miss out on some experience.
Yeah, and that's what it looks like they're going for.
Yes, okay.
Getting that level 2 lead.
So I actually really want to look at this Lucian versus Karma lane because I've never seen a Lucian versus Karma lane, especially Lucian top. But right now we're actually going to see Shaco going to invade that blue buff. There's a ward right there, so they know that Shaco is going to be there. But Jarvan's going to be right there to counteract it. So Fizz is at the backside too. What are they going to do about it? They have wards on it. Does Shaco know that? But Lucian is rotating down also. They are both. Oh! He's gonna go in with the flag toss. Shaco's just standing there. I don't know what he's gonna do. He throws on one of the boxes. Lucian's gonna come in. Ignite's gonna get popped down. Is he gonna get taken down? One more auto attack. No! Shaco lives on that one. Why did they not go for more? What Lucian needed to go in. They could have gotten that kill, but they decided not to. I have no idea why.
No, that was a great deceive by Shaco.
Oh, but Lucian's gonna come back. No, does not get a wish. What? This is so sloppy right now.
This is a very aggressive Shaco right now. So I'm not sure about why he stood there after the J4 went in there. Either he was lagging or his reaction time was a little slow there.
But also, then again, Flash was burned by Morgana. Oh my goodness! This is not. This is just not good play coming out from the beginning. We need to see them really play together more as a team. Because right now, they are so out of it. Their communication is very poor at the moment for both sides, especially in that blue buff invade. Shaco could not get it down. The Flash is burnt everywhere. They are not together. I have no idea what's going on right now.
I'm not sure of the thought process behind the Shackles. Just waiting there.
He was waiting there on a ward. It does not make sense right there. I mean, can't be doing that. Shaco, you can't just wait for the ward. He should have just put a box in there also. He did nothing.
That was very odd. So, Lucian is also a little behind as Karma did not go down. Well, Lucian was forced to go down, so Karma's got a little bit of an EXP and farm lead on Lucian.
Yeah, okay, let's just look at the CS for the moment. Ezreal is bullying out that Ashe in CS. It is 23-10 at the moment. That is a 10 CS lead in 4 minutes into the game. That is not good.
Yeah, that is huge, especially at this point, when you really want to get that BF sword quickly.
Yeah, they need to really focus on that Ashe because they need to bring Ashe to that late game because right now it is that early game and Ashe is not going to do anything in that early game. She is so weak in that early game.
So we do see a G4 attempt to gank the mid lane while Shaco was still farming out his jungle, catching up after what he did at the blue buff.
Okay, so Shaco, right now his early game kind of weak. He needs to be really rotating and getting those ganks off because right now we're not seeing that. So Shaco needs to put more pressure into this early game because we're not seeing any pressure from the junglers at the moment except for some stupid blue buff rotations. Okay, but both the jungler one. Okay, so I thought Morgana and Jarvan were gonna meet up, but they're not gonna meet up. Morgana's just gonna stand right there, put down a pink ward for the vision. So nice early game vision on that river. So if she's gonna get ganked by a Shaco, or not Shaco, by the Jarvan, she is gonna know that he is coming in from that.
Yeah. Something else to note is we are gonna see the Fizz Max Q, which is an interesting choice against Morgana.
Okay, so in this holiday, there's gonna be a fight. Moose is gonna get locked up by the Karma. But that is not enough damage from that Karma to really finish him off. So he's gonna back off. Good trade-off, pretty even.
Yeah, Lucian also does not have his W maxed out. He has 2 points into his Q and 2 points into his E. He really wants the cooldown reduction of his E to really dodge Karma's skills.
Okay. Yeah. Okay, so actually, let's look at the mid lane right now. So pretty even for the mid lane. It's gonna be actually really easy for that Morgana to farm. She just presses that W. She's just gonna soil that wave, and that's everything she's gonna do, and she's gonna be able to get that CS. So pretty easy CS for that.
Yeah, it's looking really bad for the Fizz. He's really on the defensive right now, just trying his best to get farm, and he should probably be playing a bit more aggressive. Trying to get kill pressure on him.
Especially when you're a Fizz too, because when you're a Fizz. And you're not, because you need to punish, especially against the Morgana, you need to be able to punish that Morgana.
Yeah, definitely.
Which is not happening. So blue side playing champions that they really need to punish them more, but they're not punishing anything right now.
Yeah, Ezreal still keeping up that CS lead on the Ashe.
Yeah, it's gonna be if he can really keep up the CS lead, it's gonna be really hard for this Ashe to come back from the game because she has no kills. She only has she has no CS, so to be able to get money, it's gonna be hard to get that gold. But this looks like there's gonna be a gank at the bot side. Brom's just gonna put out his passive and they're just gonna back off onto that one. So good gank. It's gonna force Ezreal to go back. So at the moment, Ashe is just gonna have some free farm right now.
J4 has been ganking around a lot, but he has not been getting much out of it, while Shaco has not tried to gank yet.
Yes, we've just been seeing Shaco running around. We need to see Shaco gank. It's early game and he's not creating any pressure right now. There's no point if you're gonna play an early game jungler like Shaco if you're not gonna make any early game rotations. You're just wasting his potential. Oh, but Shaco looks like he's gonna be at the top lane. Mooses has no idea. He's gonna have to flash it. That the pursuit is used. He's just gonna go in. Oh, nice first blood pick off on that Q from Karma. Good job. Finally, we see that gank coming in. This is what happens when you push up so far, but you have no vision in that river. So that's what's gonna happen. He's gonna come up and gank you. No problem. This is.
Yeah. So in the top lane, great empowered Q by the Karma, using the flash to get that kill. The Lucian still does have the CS lead in the top lane. We will have to see how it goes afterwards.
Yeah, but then again, we have to say, you really need the vision. Right now, there is no vision on the blue side. They have no wards whatsoever, but it's just not coming together.
And really all of their trinkets are off of cooldown.
Yeah, so put a ward down, help yourself out, because if Lucian put that ward down anywhere in the river or in that tri-brush, he could have known that Shaco was going to come in and he would have saved his life and he would have left. So really bad play by that blue side, not putting any vision down, especially for right now in this ball lane. It looks like they're going to want to fight. No, they're just going to trade off a little bit, and that's going to be it. Good,
Yeah, Ezreal getting a little cocky there, going off, especially without having the Braum there with him. He took a bit too much damage.
Okay, in this top lane, there's going to be another fight. There is going to be... I mean, Karma's going to root him up. Moose is just standing there taking the pain. Is he going to get him down? Yes, relentless pursuit. And the passive takes her down. Really, what a misplay by Karma there.
Yeah, the Lucian really knew the strengths of his champion, just dishing out the right amount of damage.
Yeah, they need to really be able to... I mean, the Karma should have gotten that kill, especially because she had that early game lead. I'm not early game lead, but that lead in the beginning. So really interesting to see that Lucian actually won that. I'm actually pretty surprised.
So for the ball lane, Ashe is still behind in that CS, as she really wants to get that CS because of her passive on the Hawk shot, gaining an extra 3 gold whenever she kills a minion.
Okay, so Ashe is really having troubles with CSing. I think it's just basic mechanics that is really troubling her. So she really needs to go into those custom games and work on those basic mechanics. But at the same time, Panda 90 is going to get cut off. Fizz is going to be on the backside. It's going to be... Oh, Soul Shackles does come up from one last one. Panda 90 does just get out with that flag toss, but the Dingle Bell is going to get taken out.
Yeah. In that fight, they also had to burn... G4 had to burn the flash, while unnecessarily Fizz did come in when G4 was not in the position to fight. So
Yeah.
I'd say that was a bit of miscommunication
Are
there.
you looking at that fight again? Fizz just kind of walked in and just killed himself. He didn't need to. I mean, even if he was going to be there, he needed to be able to do something, which he did not. He just walked in, got hit, and he just died. Really, like if you want to help your jungler or if you want to help anyone out of your lane, you have to be able to have that communication to know what you're going to be able to do. And right now, blue side does not have that communication, which is really, really bad at the moment, because without the communication, you're not going to be able to win game. But at the top side, another fight's going to happen. Moose is going to pop the culling. Ignite is going to go into... Oh my goodness, he's going to really go aggressive into that one. Nice pick up off both of them, though.
Alright, now again, so this time the Karma was at the disadvantage, but she made a 1-for-1 trade, which was not too bad in that situation.
Yeah, and I feel like both of them could have... It could have been so much more cleaner. It's just a really sloppy game right now. It's just...
Yeah, definitely. But now we are seeing that the Shaco has bought the flare, so that could explain why he has been jungling a bit more than ganking.
Do you like the flare pickup right now on that Shaco?
I personally am not a fan of the flare, because as a champion like Shaco, you really just want to go for the early game.
Yeah.
Extra damage is not really going to pay off.
Flare on Shaco, it's really weird. But maybe he's gonna have some weird strats up his sleeve. So we're gonna have to see if that flare does help him out or if it will backfire and not help him out. Okay, so Shaco, oh, really aggressive Shaco. He's going to go on to Panda 90. They're just going to auto attack each other to death. Panda 90 is just going to flag toss out of there. He does not want any of that today.
Yeah, Shaco doing a pretty good job of bullying off the J4 out of his jungle though.
Yeah, looking at this top lane again, both of them are 2 and 2, but looking at the gold lead, Lucian does have that just a 300 gold lead, so not a lot, just maybe because they have that 30 CS, so it adds up. So only a little gold lead going into Lucian.
Yeah, in the mid lane, we are still seeing that the Morgana is just pushing out the Fizz, always at the tower. And Fizz is forced to recall at this point.
Okay, so
does not have much kill pressure on the Morgana.
Topside is fighting a lot. That culling, oh man, that culling was kind of used to waste.
Yeah, Lucian also going for that Ghost Blade, maximum damage, CDR, but not focusing on the sustain.
Okay, bot side's gonna actually, looks like there's gonna be a fight. Panda 90 is just gonna leave out of there, but Shaco really put in that pressure on the bot side though. And, oh man, this...
It does look like he wants to steal the J4's red buff.
Yeah, okay, he's probably just gonna steal this red buff without anything. But Moose is going so aggressive in that top side. It's just really interesting to see because it's so even. Every time they go for a fight, it's just so even. Both of them get kills, but Wagabooga is gonna go into Panda 90. Is he gonna get down? No, he's gonna use his clone. Soul Shackles is gonna come over. Ryuki is gonna get taken down. Wild Growth is on that Ashe at the moment, but he's gonna go, and Cataclysm does go into the boss, but looks like they're just gonna disengage that fight as Fizz is at the backside. Is he gonna? Oh no, Fizz, the communication. Oh my goodness, why Fizz? Why? Chump the Waters does go onto one last one. He is gonna dash into it. The boss is gonna use his W onto one last one to save him, but that shield is gonna come up Panda 90. Is he gonna be able to do anything? No, he is not. What a horrible...
So that was a very interesting fight there. It went... Both teams could have played that a bit better. So in the beginning, we did see the Morgana come off with a great soul shackles onto both players. Though the shackle did go a bit too far off and took some tower hits, got exhausted, and fell pretty quickly, while the G4 made it out. Fizz also coming in from the side, not really sure what he was doing there, as his team was a bit far off, and he sort of just got hit by the binding when was forced to back off.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what they're thinking. This is just really sloppy right now for both sides. This is kind of hard to watch, actually.
So now we are going to see that Ashe finally does have her BF sword against the Trinity Force build path on the Ezreal.
Yeah,
with its
Wagabooga is gonna steal that blue buff. Jarvan has no answer for that. He's just gonna go and steal that blue buff. Jarvan's just gonna actually back off now. I don't think they actually want to. Oh, they are gonna fight. Red buff is on both of them, so every time they auto attack, a lot of damage is gonna come out. But looks like Wagabooga's gonna come out ahead. Is the red buff enough to take him down? No, it is not enough.
I feel that if the G4 actually made his flag toss before his Dragon Strike, he would have secured the kill onto the Shaco.
Yeah, he messed up a little bit there, but good pickup by Shaco. Steals that buff and gets that kill, so no one was really there on the blue side to help him out.
Yeah, so now we are seeing the different CS leads. Lucian is up 30 CS in the top lane, while Ezreal is up a whole 50 CS in the bot lane.
Yeah, CS really, that's 50 CS a lot, man. That's like a lot of gold if you miss out that CS.
Yeah, both supports currently do have their Sightstones now, but oddly enough, both of them did not upgrade to Sweeper, which is really strange. Once you get that Sightstone, you really just want to go for that Sweeper to clear out vision.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense. If you have that Sightstone and you don't get that Sweeper, it doesn't make sense because you're gonna have that Sightstone. You already have the wards. One extra ward on your trinket isn't gonna help you at all. You're just wasting trinket space. What is like? Once you get that Sightstone, you have to switch to that Sweeper, or you're just not maximizing anything. The Dingle Bell is gonna get caught out again. The Dingle Bell. Again, the communication is not with them. Oh my goodness.
He's just roaming around aimlessly, not quite sure what he's doing.
I mean, it doesn't make sense. You can't be doing that. Like, go back to solo queue and practice, because right now, it's not working out for you.
And oddly enough, on Morgana's build, we do see a Chalice, but then after the Chalice, we see a needlessly large rod, so it looks like she was going to go into that Fiends, but then decided to get a Rod, which is quite strange. Not sure what she's going into that with that.
This is very, 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 very interesting. I have no comments on this. I mean, it's just really messy right now. Both sides are just okay. Okay, it looks like Charmin wants to go in, but he I don't know. Okay.
That was a very bad choice of initiation by J4 there. It's really much
It's so bad. I just want to cry a little bit. You can't do that. He flag tossed in and he flashed out. Why?
Definitely no reason to do that, as the red team did have 3 members
Okay,
there.
but they're gonna go in. Legion's just in the front line. What is going? 2v4. Oh my. You know, at least you got the 25 gold off that Shaco clone though. Oh man, this okay. Okay, so well, they're just gonna look like they're just gonna want to siege this tower. So, are they are they gonna get this tower? Yeah, it's probably gonna get this tower. I don't see blue side rule. Nope, they're gonna want to go in. Oh my goodness, Wildgrowth does go on. He's gonna pop the ball. Oh.
They definitely should have just left the tower and back.
But Lucian is back with the calling. He's gonna get down that carpet. He wants to go in for more though. No, he's just gonna get stunned up by. Oh my god, the Dingle Bell. He's gonna get caught up. Soul Shack is gonna go onto everyone. The Dingle Bell's gonna get poked down. Cotton Candy 999 at the backside. Is he gonna be able to get Waka Booga? No, they did not. They're so low. But okay, well.
So it looks like they will just recall out of this. With...
Yeah, well, I don't know.
So, oh, Ash finding out that wrong,
Okay, well, that boss, he's just gonna use his W and leave that area. Interesting enough, there's a 6k gold lead at the time. 7k, oh no, 6k gold lead for that red side. So red side really bullying it out. Blue side's gonna be hard for them to come back.
Yeah, Karma rushing out that rabbit on which I'm really not a fan. I feel that it's better off in maybe the mid to late game when you can really get some other stats like mana regen. Maybe
Yeah,
even
especially because the passive on it also. Okay, well, looks like red side's just gonna rotate up to the top lane. Jarvan's probably gonna get caught up by this Karma. Are they gonna opt to fight it? No, they're not. He's just gonna flag toss away from there. So.
Yeah, Lulu in the ball lane just clearing out some red team's wards. Warding out the area. Braum heading down won't really be able to do much against that tower.
Okay, so also, Lucian's... Oh no, Lucian and that... Okay, yeah, one's gonna come out, but I think Shaco's gonna die! Oh my god. Okay, but Karma's also on this backside. Is Lucian gonna be able to hit? He pops up that human's close play. He's gonna go on to BJ. It's cool. Is he gonna be able to get it? The shield does come out.
Oh.
And the last gets her. Oh, Ignite!
Oh,
Wow.
the Ignite does finish off. That was well played by Lucian in there. You know, really trying to get ready to dodge all of Karma's skills and was not afraid of the Shaco, was not intimidated. Just took out the culling and shot him down.
Yeah, this is... Okay, so let's just see, what does red side, what does blue side have to do to come back to this game though?
For blue side, they will really just need to focus on fighting under the turret.
Yeah, fighting under the turret and just...
That's what I would have to say. Just try their best to farm it up and do not make any unnecessary fights. But
yeah, Dingo Bell, just unnecessary fights like you just said, but that was an unnecessary fight that he got lost to. And at the same time, Wagabuga's gonna go into pack 90. He's gonna flag toss out of there, but Wagabuga on the backside probably gonna take him down. Yeah, one more auto attack is gonna be good enough for him. So, like we said before, don't start unnecessary fights. I guess right there, Jarvan by himself getting caught out by that Shaco. So,
blue team is in no position to push towers by themselves at this point at all.
Yeah, they really need to group up and just hopefully they have one good team fight where red side cannot, or red side throws that team fight, and one good team fight for them would be really good. Actually, I want to look out that Lucian has actually got Ionian Boots of Lucidity, so he's gonna get that cooldown reduction, but he also got Fur.
Yeah, so he really wants to go.
Okay, that's something there. Okay, well, Wagabuga, he's gonna get oh no, Braum is gonna, without Wild Growth, is gonna go to the Dingle Bell. Kyosuke Natsumi is gonna take out Ryuki and Konkana 999. So Konkana 999 probably does not have anywhere else to go. One last big stick shot is gonna get him. Braum's gonna get that kill. Great pickup by though.
So again, about those unnecessary fights, I don't know. Fizz sort of just tried to go in there, but like his team was not there with him. Lucian was also fighting in the top lane. He did, however, pick up a kill on the Karma while the fight was going on.
Yeah, but I don't know if that chum the waters to start off the fight. Really, that was pretty far off from the team. I'll be honest. That was a bad skill shot. That's just what it is.
I guess the red team is gonna go for this dragon.
Yeah, well, Dragon's gonna get taken down. They're gonna have some global gold for the rest of their team. So more gold is gonna go to the red side. So it's gonna be so hard for blue side really to come back.
Yeah, blue team is gonna have to, especially with open inhibitor.
Oh my gosh, Moose is going in hard. He's gonna get probably taken down by this. Okay, Soul Shackles is gonna lock him down. Very, very, very interesting relentless pursuit into that dragon pit.
I guess that is one way to check if dragon is gone or not.
Okay, was he checking for dragon or did he want the kills? Because there were no words there, so maybe he was checking for dragon then.
Maybe.
Oh, Kyosuke Natsumi gets that Jarvan. Wow. Arcane Shift in there. He says hello, he says goodbye, and he is gone. But, okay, so pushing down those towers, red side Karma getting that top side tower, so finally taking down that tower. Dingle Bell is just gonna farm out that mid lane. Super minions are there, but he's probably gonna get taken down by Kyosuke Natsumi. Is he gonna be able to get out? No, he does not. Did he have Playful Trickster up? I'm not quite sure.
Oh, but he did, however, burn Ezreal's Flash, which could prove big in a fight if it goes well for them.
Yes, but it looks like they actually want to fight now, so these unnecessary fights is coming in. Moose is gonna get taken out. Is he? No, okay, that Shackle did a lot of damage. But the culling does come, and he pops the Yumus at the same time. Very interesting, culling and Yumus at the same time. I do not know why you would do that, but that last auto attack is going to take them down. But at the same time, Ashe and Lulu is going to push down that bottom lane, so they really want it.
No, but culling Yumus is good because he does get the attack speed bonus from his Yumus, increasing the shots of his ultimate.
Is it actually?
Yeah, it does.
Oh.
That is.
I didn't know that, but okay. Well, they're just going to end off this Nexus. Good.
All right. That's game one from red team for the red team. No Senpai, this is our fight.
Alright, so we will be back in a little bit. So good, I don't know, and very interesting game. We will. Sorry. Right, bye.
This is it. Is it muted?
Are we offline now? Offline, bye.
Alright then. See ya.